this rotten town. It soils everybody. Everybody.
The action in Sin City, it's beyond what you can do in the real world. And that has to do with how Robert shoots it. It's like a kid playing with his imagination, or it's like Frank Miller sitting at a drawing board with a pen and drawing. It's not about the boundaries of real life. It's more about what you could imagine in your mind.
Sin City's like a woman or a casino. Somebody's gonna win.
It's a good game.
Good game. I think Frank Miller and I have probably one of the most unique working relationships in the business, and it started, that way. First from a mutual respect as artists, because I was an artist. I used to draw. I'm a cartoonist, and really could appreciate the work that he always did. That's why I was such a huge fan of his. I knew what it took to make, sequential art and line art and graphic draw and write at the same time, graphic novels, and he was just, he's world class. I'm the equivalent of me being a film student, him being a world-class director, but on paper. So I was always a student of his, and when I got to make the film with him, the first one, getting to work with him on the same level as artist was, that's why I wanted him to direct, because he was that caliber already.
Airbrush nails, back and forth on the stage. Couldn't keep my eyes off that killer babe.
Robert and Frank complement each other very well, because Robert's the originator of the Sin City drawings. So he's the one who had the blank canvas and decided, okay, having gone out to Hollywood, having gone, okay, this is not working for me, and reacting to that and coming back and doing something not necessarily for, cinematic purposes. This is what he's going to do from his mind, from the depths of his soul, whatever darknesses are going on. This was his original manifestation. So I think Robert, that's what he hooked into. It was like somebody, an iconoclast like himself, who's doing things based on what he wants as opposed to a model for what other people think sells. And I think that's what you get with both of them. So you get a very visceral reaction from Frank, and you get a incredible technical proficiency from Robert. And those two things coming together makes a very, complete, colorful entity,
Girls, girls, girls. Women. All babes. Girls, girls, girls. Women. All babes.
Nancy Kelly.
Once we got back on the set, it was just like old times, because it literally is the same set. It's the same green screen we used before. So the familiarity, the vibe, everything was intact, as if no time had passed. But what's cool is that you could tell everyone learned a lot since the first one. Green screen was very new back on the first film. So a lot of the actors, that was the first green screen experience, was Sin City. Now everybody is known about green screen, knows how to do it. So the caliber of the acting was even better than before, which I thought was great the first time.
In this movie, when everything is designed to be so graphical, that here's this element, and then here's this element, the character is here, and the snow is doing that. It's designed for that. It makes sense as a 3D movie because of just its nature. It's in its bones. It's in how Frank Miller drew it. And so I was excited to shoot this in 3D. It does make it a more fun time to see.
I'm a killer babe. Be a man.
I hope you don't mind me saying this, but that there is a dame to kill for.
Já disponível no MEO VideoClube.